So hey there everyone, back again with another video, and in this video we are gonna learn how to create two-factor authentication using Node.js. We have seen many applications like Instagram, Facebook, even Google account has this provision of setting up the two-factor authentication in our account. So basically what is two-factor authentication? Two-factor authentication basically is a simple thing that besides your password you will need a external OTP to log in into your account. Just a simple thing. Okay. And you can see that this is a landing page of two-step verification by Google. So how it works, let's see how it works. Okay, you will enter your password and you will ask for something else. Okay, basically what it will ask for, either you will need your mobile number or your email account on which the authenticator will send you a number, and by using that number you can only log in. Okay, so in our today the application we will be creating the same thing. Okay, so I will be using Node and a module named Speakeasy. Okay, basically Speakeasy is a library by Node npm, uh, which you can use to create the two-factor authentication. Okay, or you can if you don't want to use this Speakeasy, then you should be requiring some of the basic knowledge of two-factor authentication, like what it has, how it create the secret key and other thing. So you can also refer the authenticatораpi.com to understand what it is. Okay, I'm not gonna explore this site, but I will give this link in the description below. You can directly refer to this site and learn more how things work in authenticator. Okay, so without wasting any time, let's just dive right into our code and start working. Okay, so I will create a directory named 2fa. Okay, and after that 2fa, and now I will create npm init minus y, not to give any answers. Okay, and just after that what we will do, we will install some of the dependencies like npm I express, being it will be a REST API application. Okay, and after that Speakeasy, being just to create the secret key and other stuff. And after that we will use UUID. UUID is basically a unique identity, or it will give you a unique ID for any of your applications. Okay, and at last Node-Json-Db, basically it's a JSON DB by name, you can guess that. And you can use any of the DB that you want. You can use MySQL, you can use MongoDB, you can use Firebase, etc, that you want. Okay, so let it install. And after that what we will do, we will do one more thing. We will install the nodemon. Let it install first. We will wait for the time. Okay, now being it's installed, what we will do, we will install the dependency version of nodemon. Okay, and after that we will open our editor. One second, let it install. And one more thing, we will be using authenticator extension for the application. You can use this authenticator by MyMindstorm. This plugin is available in Firefox and Chrome both, so you can use that. And if you don't want to use this extension, you can use your mobile phone or any other thing. Okay, for creating the your QR code or secret code, anything else. Okay, being I will be using this application only. Okay, some of the application for a mobile are Duo Mobile, and yeah, I have used only Duo Mobile. So let's open our code editor. Come on. Mm-mm. Okay, it was for my last work that I was doing. Okay, so you can see that this is our application and it has some dev dependency along with some dependencies. So being we have installed a nodemon, so we will convert this to start. And now what I will do, I will just change some command like nodemon index.js, and after that we will create a index.js file, and inside that we will create our application. Const express is equal to require express in double quotes, and after that what we will do, we will create application with this express app, and now we will listen. Okay, we will listen to one port, and after that we will just give something not const console.log backticks server running at, we will use string manipulation port, and after that we will give something like const port is equal to process.env.port, or you can go with 5000 port. Okay, so let's just run the application, clear it out, npm run start. Not one index.js. Okay, you can see that starting node in the and server running at 5000, being we don't have a environment variable. Okay, now what we will do, uh, if you want you can create some APIs, but firstly let us create a database. Okay, so what we will do, uh, you can either go to Node-Json-Db, Node-Json-Db. You can use this package for creating database on your runtime. Okay, or you can use any of the database that you want. We have already added. So what we will do, we have to just use this thing for importing our content from Node.json-DB to our application, but I think it is in ES6 or ES7, I don't know. So we have to just convert the whole thing in something like this. Okay, so we have already done this, and after our application is running, what we will do, we will create a database. So how we can create database, firstly we have to give const db is equal to, okay, and we have this json db, so we will just use this new json db, and inside that we can use something like new config, because we want to configure our database also, config, and you can see that it is giving a file name, save on push, human readable separator. Okay, so we want to give a name, we can give name like mydb. Okay, and after that, yes, I want to save the application on push. true, and after that human readable, I don't want this. And after separator we can use by slash. Okay, so this is the whole thing. Okay, and the point you will run the whole application, you can see that we have a mydb.json, and inside that we have nothing as such right now. And now what we will do, we will create a post. Okay, post method, and we have to use postman also. So let me open my postman while it is running. I don't think so I will be requiring my browser, so no, I will be requiring my browser for where is postman. While it's running, let's just create a post method. Okay, basically this post method will do is that it will register your user for giving him a secret ID or any other thing. So we will do app.post, and we will give the thing like register. Okay, not 0, and after that request comma response. Now we have this. So basically this post will be used for registering the user, and each user that is registered will definitely have a temp secret to you can do something like this: register the user and create temp secret. Okay, and now yeah, my postman is running. You can use any of the REST API client. I am using postman. You can use insomnia or any other thing. So firstly what we will do, for each user that is being registered we will create a unique ID. Okay, so now here at this point our UUID thing will help us, is equal to UUID dot, and now what we will do, we will use the our UUID is not imported, so const UUID is equal to require not this, and after that UUID. Okay, so UUID dot, you can see that it has version 1, version 3, version 4, version 5, so we will use version 4. Okay, and after that what we will do, we will wrap up each and everything in a try catch. Okay, let's say by some accident you deleted your database or any other thing, so you have to handle each and everything. So what we will do, we'll go for try and then catch. Okay, and inside this what we'll do, we will create a path. Okay, what path means I will show you in the later part of this video. Const path will be something like slash, what you can say, register slash, and we can give the ID. We can use this. Yeah, and after that, just to create a temporary secret, our Speakeasy library will come in focus. Const Speakeasy is equal to require, and now Speakeasy, not this. Okay, what we will do here, we will just give a const or you can say temp secret is equal to Speakeasy dot, and you can see that there it gives generate secret ASCII and each and everything. So we'll just use a generate secret. Okay, and after that, what will the point the secret is generated and the path is set, what we will do, we will just push this temp secret into our application. So db dot push. Okay, and after that what will go, so you can see that it has two things. One is the data path and second is the data. Okay, and third is override and it's optional. So we will only give two things. We will give data path and data. So we have our data, we can set this data here, sorry, path here, and after that we will give the data. So how we can give the data, we can give the data as id, and second thing will be the temp secret. Okay, so temp secret. Okay, our work is done now, and the point something is generated, we will do is that we will return the rest.json, and after that we will just give it something like id is equal to id comma, and we will do is that we can give temp secret is equal to temp secret. Okay, and if at any point we face some error, what we will do, res dot status, and we will give this as a 500, and after that we will give this as json. Okay, and json, and then we can give it a status as internal server error, and after that message can be error. Okay, our thing is done now. So what we can save this, we can see that I hope there is no error, there is no error. Okay, and now what we will do, we will run the application in Postman. Okay, it's taking time. Let's see how much time it takes. Okay, so my Postman is now running. I don't know what has happened, sorry about that. So let's just run our application here. So we have HTTP, we have to remove this. Okay, and we will just call send. It's sending a request, and now we can get, yeah, you can see that it has something, it has returned us something. It has an id that has been generated by the UUID, and it has a temp secret, and you can see that we have all these stuffs. Okay, so this is it. And one more thing I want to show you. So if you go to your mydb.json, you can see that all these things. Okay, so let me copy this and show you in JSON formatter. Okay, so you can see that we have a register. This is the thing that we have created. We have registered a user with a UUID, and inside that it has all these stuffs. Okay, but we don't want all these things right now. Okay, so what we can do, we can directly say that just to either push something with the temp secret, or you can, or okay, let's say that just push all these data in my database, but show me only the base 32 thing. Okay, you can use base 32, or you can either show your stuff that you want. Okay, so we will just do this. We have restarted our server, and the point we will register our user again. You can see that we will have our ID and a temp secret, and this is the base 32 part of the secret. But in our database you can see that we have all these stuffs. We have ID, we have ASCII, we have hex code, we have base 32 code, OTP, auth URL, and other stuff. Basically this URL, I think so that this URL is used to create the QR code. Let's see, one second, I don't know about this. Copy, paste. No, this is something else. Okay, let it be. You can see that it has only shown us the two-factor authentication and other stuffs, so we will work on that later. Okay, so we can see that we have registered our user. Okay, it means that at this point you have passed your email ID and password authentication, and now you are at the middle stage where you will be sending your OTP to your client, and he will be entering that OTP in your thing for creating for moving forward. Okay, so now what we want, that we want our user to verify that yes, we have registered you. Now verify yourself by giving us the ID or the OTP that we have sent to you. Okay, so what we will do, okay, we will create something, verify user. You can add your front end at your end. I'm just showing you the backend part. App.post slash verify slash request comma response. Okay, and now what we will do, we will again what you can say, we will be requiring the user token and the secret code. Okay, we will requiring the token and the what is the token. So let's see what is the token. This is your token. Okay, and one more thing, let me show you later. Okay, move forward. Where is my code? So we will pass two things in our post method. Okay, one will be the token and second will be the user ID. So const token comma user ID. We will require this from request dot body, and after that we will go with the try and catch method. Okay, and after that what we will do, we can go inside our app users. Okay, so we will just copy this thing. Okay, we will go inside our registered user, and what we will do is that we will fetch the data at this point. Okay, so being our ID will be the same as we have our data, so this will be user ID and this will be this. Okay, and after that what we will do, we will go inside our database. Okay, so we will fetch the user that is trying to log in, and we will say that db dot get data at the path. Okay, we will say that just fetch our data, and after that what we will do, we will try to get out the temp secret. Okay, so if we say that user dot temp secret, okay, because we know that, let me see, where is that, yes, this will try to fetch out this thing. So user dot temps, we want this thing. Okay, so we will say that const uh, secret, or we can use the string manipulation method for just changing the name, or you can say the base 32 colon secret. Okay, secret, and after the one second, my laptop is not charged. Okay, so now what we will do, we will just use our Speakeasy to verify our tokens. Okay, so what we will do, we will create a function, not function, we create a variable, and it will be verified. Okay, and now what we will use, we will use the Speakeasy dot, and you can see that there is a TOTP. I don't know what its full form is, TOTP, and after that you can go with the verify. You can see that it is a verify, and it takes only one thing, TOTP verify options. Okay, so what we will do, we will give it the secret, we will give the secret. Okay, and after that what we will do, we will give it the encoding. Basically what I have found this in the Speakeasy documentation only. You can go here and Speakeasy, yes, and you can use this, where it is. Yes, you can use this, or you can use this thing also. Okay, so we are going to use encoding, and our encoding will be base 32. Okay, because we are going to use that, and after that we are going to use the token. Where is token? This is the token, and after we can say that window should be 1. Okay, and after that, if we get our result as verified, if copy paste else, then we can directly send this, paste, or you can send this also. We can just say that verified true, or you can say that verified false. Okay, and if we have seen some error, then we can just copy this and paste it here. Okay, we have done this thing. We have our user, we have created our verify thing. Okay, so let's just verify our user. Okay, so what we can do, we can come here and let me create a new user from starting. Okay, so we will create a new user. Could not get any response. Is there any error? No. It has created a user, but it's not showing me the data. I think it has created more than one users. Yes, sorry guys about that. So I'm gonna create a new user. Come on, show me. Yes, it has a temp secret and a ID. Now we are gonna verify this. So we'll come here, we will add a body. Okay, and it is verify. Okay, and we will give the id as this. So we have our id here. We will give this application the id, paste. And how can you get this token? So what you have to do, you have to just copy this temp secret and go to your authenticator. You have to click this pencil icon and you have to add a manual entry. Just paste your secret and give it a name like 2FA. Okay, we have this. You just copy it. Okay, I don't think it was 2FA. Was it that? Let it be. Let me create a new manual entry. Occurs 2FA or @FA. Let it be. Move here. Copy this. Paste this. To FA. Okay, so it has created a token. So let us refresh. You can see that it is 475276. So I will just paste the whole thing in my token part. Paste. Okay, and the point I will send it, you can see that, oh, I got error. Cannot destructor property. Token. Not destructor property. What has happened? Const token user ID. Request.body. We have this request.body. We have added our, is that, oh, 1 second, we have missed one line. Because of that it's showing this app.use express.json. Save. Okay, and now if we see our data, this line, so it has changed. So we will just go here and just give the new token and send it. You can see that verified is true. Okay, and if I give it a old version, old ID number, you can see that it will give me the false. I'm gonna give a new number and it's saying that you are not verified. Okay, so if I am giving it the valid OTP, then only I am verified. Okay, so let's verify ourselves. And after that, if you wanna wrap up the whole two-factor authentication right now, you can verify it, or you can do also one more thing. You can change the thing, or you can just validate your user once more. You have verified your user and now you can validate your user also. Okay, so how you can validate? Just I'm gonna copy the whole thing, copy, validate, paste. validate. We will validate our user. Okay, we have our token, we have our user ID. Okay, and now we are gonna fetch each and everything from this. Okay, and only one thing we will change is that validated copy paste. And what we can do, one thing is last, is if the user is validated from here, we can directly validate it using this part also. Okay, basically this thing and our last thing is same, not there is nothing difference in that, but you can validate it once more. Okay, you can validate this token also, like speakeasy dot, one second, there is a thing for validating it to verifying token, and there is one more thing for validating token, verifying, one sec. Yes, one thing, if the user is verified, then this thing will be this temp secret will be converted to uh, secret. Okay, so we will convert this thing to secret. And one thing, user t, okay, save. Okay, and now what we will do, we'll go to this validate option, validate, yes, validate, go to body, and here we will pass the firstly the user ID, copy, okay, and we can give the token also, copy, error is not defined, where, we have an internal server error, oh my god, why it is validate, validate is our application, don't have a message here, it means that we have done something. We have a secret, we have passed our encoding, we have window 1, let's see that if it is passing this console dot log, accessing our data. It means that it is right. Let's do one thing. Let's start from scratch, because I think that our data is not changed in verify part. We have user.temp secret, and this is the temp secret that has been created. So if one thing we have left, that's why we are getting that error, because in this verify part we wanted to change our temp secret to secret, but we haven't pushed that data to our application, and in this part it was searching for secret, so it was not getting secret because there was temp secret, and it was showing us that error. So what we will do, we will directly use this thing. Okay, you can see that we have temp secret, and here what we will do, we will use push, we will use the id as the user id, and we will convert this thing to secret, and we are in verify, yes, we will convert this thing to temp secret. Okay, this was the error that we were facing. Okay, so now let me firstly remove all these stuff that we have. We have done many other things. Okay, so let's just register our user. Okay, register our user. We have registered our user. Now we will verify this user. So how to verify this user? Firstly, copy your id, copy my id, and just copied it here, paste, and now I'm gonna copy this thing. I will go to my authenticator, give it a manual entry, paste my secret, issuer will be 2FA. Okay, now we will copy this thing, let it just change. We'll copy this, we will come here, and we will verify, paste, sending, verified is true, and you can see that in my JSON-DB we have not secret, not temp secret. And now we will go to the valid part, we will paste the whole token here, send it, data error, okay, because my token is I think expired. We'll copy this again, paste, id 5, data error, id is user id, we are in valid part. We have secret, we have this, base 32 secret, token, we've given a token here, using the id 5 data. I don't think that these are things validated. We have validated, yes. Let's just figure out why it is error. We're not even going inside this thing. We have done such a silly mistake. We have to use this id, and I was using the last id that we have. Validated true. Okay, so I know that it was such a silly mistake, but yes, it it was my fault. So you can see that now we are validated. Okay, so what you can do in your application, let me show you by giving a brief thing. Okay. And yeah, one more thing, you can find the whole thing in written in medium.com and also on dev.to/Akash Barar. You can see that I have written a blog on this. Okay, it has each and everything, and in my dev.to also we have this thing. Okay, so if you go here, just follow me if you like, and the whole code is in my GitHub repository. Okay, and yeah, just tell me what would be your view on the world without Node.js. You can see that I have the whole thing here in my application. I have worked on this last night. Yeah, so you just go and give a thumbs up or anything that you want. So let me show you what you can do if you want to use this concept in your application. So let's say you have a username and you have a password. You can use this whole thing pass in your REST API and bring the whole thing in your backend. Use this thing to firstly verify your user, that if a user is valid or not. Your first step should be verify this. Okay, then you can move forward to second step. What will be the second step? Second is a step you can send the OTP. okay, to your user. Okay, you can create the OTP that this authenticator is generating. Just do a R&D on this, how this authenticator is working, how it is generating this OTP. Just send that OTP via email or password, and after that, what you do, firstly you will verify this, and if it is not verified, just either pop in up or just do whatever you want, and after that, if it is third step, will verify him. Okay, sorry, validate him. Okay, and if he has passed this all these three steps, then only he can go to his dashboard or any other thing. Okay, so this is the username, ID, password. This is the OTP thing that he has to go from. So this is the two-step verification or two-factor authorization. I hope you have liked this application, this video, and if you have any query, just write down in the comment section and I will get back to you on this. Okay, so go to my GitHub repository if you want the code. Okay, and if you're new to the channel, just subscribe, give it a like, thumbs up, or if you didn't like, just give it a dislike button. Just give your comments on that how you liked it or not. So thank you, have a nice day.